Okay, so yesterday this was the last question which we have done yesterday. Okay, if you remember, this was the last question which we have done yesterday, and very important topic we discussed yesterday. Okay, so 1 by n, 1 by n plus 1, or 1 by n, comma 1 by n minus 1. So that way you can score marks taking less time to do it. Okay. Fine. Many of you confirmed that it is you are able to see. Let's start from today's question, election-based problems. So let's look at the question. So this is the question for you to answer. So try it. If you are getting it, fine. Otherwise, I will do it. In an election, two candidates contested. A candidate got 38% of the votes polled and lost to his rival by 3,600 votes. Find the total number of votes polled. So try to understand the question first. This is an election related question. Only two candidates. This you should highlight. Okay, there is no third candidate. So whatever votes, okay, they are split between those two candidates. A candidate got 38% of the votes. So
వీళ్ళంతే ఒక గంట గంట కూడా అరగంట ఇస్తారు రోజుకి.
Let us start that it is say 100 votes. Okay, and one of them got 38%. So what does it mean? Only two candidates and there is no mention of invalid votes. No mention of invalid votes. If it is 100 votes, one of them get 38. What is the other candidate getting? 62 votes. And lost to his rival because he got only 38%. The other person is 100 minus 38, 62. He is lost to his rival by 3,600 votes. Find the total number of votes. You are just thinking logical. Out of 100 votes, if one gets 38, the other gets 62. What is the difference? The difference is 12 minus 8, 4, and 5 minus 3, 24. The difference is 24. So if my friend had won this election, I will tell my friend, okay, won by a majority of say 24 votes. And if my friend lost the election, I will tell that he lost the election by 24 votes. So that means if the total number is 100, the difference is 24. But here the actual difference is 3,600. What is the total number of votes? Direct relation. When it is 100, 24 is the difference. If the actual difference is 3,600, what is the total number of votes? So he is asking find the total number of votes polled. So 100 into 3,600 divided by 24. Cross multiplying, you will get. Yeah, Aisha, you got it right. So 12 will go 2 times here, 12 will go 3 times, and 2 will go again 150 times. So 150 into. So what is your answer? Total number of votes in this election is 15,000 votes. Logical thinking. Out of 100, one gets 38, the other gets 62. The difference is 24. That means out of every 100 votes, the difference is coming to 24. But if the actual difference is 3,600, what is the total number of votes? Got it? Okay, so let's go forward now. Okay, so now look at this question. You have invalid votes here. So how to deal with votes polled? 20% of the votes polled are invalid. A candidate got 60% of the valid votes and won by a majority of 6,400 votes. What is the total number of votes polled? So how to deal with your invalid votes now? So we'll start with the same process. Let the total number of oats be 100. You want the total number. And so what is that? 20% of the oats are invalid. So I'm writing invalid and subtracting say minus 20 because I can't count them because they are invalid. Now valid oats. So these are the valid oats. 80 are the valid oats. A candidate got 60% of the valid oats. 60% of the valid oats. So out of 80, one candidate got 60% of the valid votes. And what does it mean? How about the other person? The other person will get, because it's again only two candidates. So the other person will get 40%. 60% is already you have taken. The remaining will be 40%. So 8 6 are 48 here and 8 4s are 32 here. Okay, so won by a majority of 6,400 votes. So here, if I look at the difference, so what is the difference here? The difference is 8 minus 2, 6 and 1. So if the total number of votes polled are, okay, 100, the difference is coming to 16 votes. If the actual difference is 6,400, what will be this? What do you do again? Cross multiply to get the answer. So you are subtracting invalid votes. That is the variation in this question. So 100 into 6,400 divided by 16. 16 will go 4 times here. 4 followed by 2 zeros, 100. So your answer will be 40,000 volts. That is C choice. Yeah, Varshini got it. Harish got it. So all these questions you can answer it, okay, thinking logical. Okay, so shall we go forward now? Try this one. Little bit variation again. Same election based question, but little variation in the question. So that is the reason why it is very important to understand the concepts. Once you understand the concept, variations in the questions can be easily handled. Okay, so let's start this. What is that you have to find out the number of valid votes that the other candidate got. Okay, in an election between two candidates, so this is also two candidates. Okay, and one got 55% of the total valid votes. 20% of the votes polled are invalid. So let's start with 100. And minus 20 is invalid votes. 80 is the valid votes. Okay. 20% votes are invalid. So 100 minus 20, 80. 55% of the valid votes. So one of them got 55%. 80 into 55 by 100. This will be 80 into 45 by 100. Two candidates. So the remaining will be, okay. And here, if the total number of votes was 7,500, okay, the number of valid votes that the other candidate got. So you have to find out for this other candidate. not 55%. You have to find out for 45%. So let's see, 20 will go 4 times, 20 will go 5 times, 5 will go 9 times, 36. So if the number is 100, this candidate is getting how much? 36 votes. If the total number of votes is 7,500, the number of valid votes the other candidate is getting. For every 100, he gets 36. 7,500, how much? So 75 into 36, right? Divided by 100. Perfect. So 75, I can think like 3 by 4, okay, into 100. So I am writing 75. Okay, 75, I am writing it as 3 by 4 into 100. So this gives me again 75 only na into 36. So now you understand why I have written like this. 4 will go 9 times. 9 3 is 27 followed by 2 zeros. So what is your answer? 2007. Yeah, Aisha, Samran, perfect. A is the choice. As soon as I see 75, I remember, okay, it can be written as 3 by 4. Three by 4 is 0.75. Multiplied by 100, you get 75. Into 36, 4 will go 9 times, 9 3 is 27. Okay, so we have solved a few questions based on elections. So let's go to the next part now. Mixture based questions, percentages mixture based. So try this question. 60 liters of mixture of milk and water contains 35% water. If 10 liters of milk is added, what will be the percentage of water in the resultant mixture?
Wow.
The class and Pushkar.
Okay, so fine. Water and 30% water. Super. So hope others are also trying it. So you start with 60 liters. You start with 60 liters milk and water. Contains 35% water. Out of 60, 35% is water. So 20 will go 5 times, 20 will go 3 times, 5 will go 7 times, 21 liters of water. The remaining, so 39 will be the milk, because if I add 39 plus 21, I should get 60. 10 liters of milk is added. I am adding pure milk 10 liters. Now it is 49 and water remains unchanged. Nothing added as water. What will be the percentage of water in the resultant mixture? Percentage of water. So if you look at this is 70 liters now. Out of 70 liters, water is 21 liters. Percentage means you multiply it by 100. So what is the total quantity now? 70. Out of 70 liters, what is water? 21 liters. So 007 will go 3 times. So 30% will be your answer. In percentage, it is 30%. So first 60 liters is split into milk and water. So you find 21 liters in 60 liters and you add 10 liters of pure milk. So now milk is 49, total quantity became 70. Out of every 70 liters, 21 liters is water. So you can also write the same thing. Some of you, if you easy to write like this, out of every 70 liters, water is 21. So percentage means out of 100, how much? 21. So what is the next step you do? You do cross multiply to get the percentage. Okay, so try this one. Side of a square is increased by 10%. What is the percentage increase in the area? Oh, Simran, no. So you have to visualize because it's a square, na. You have to visualize and then do it. Okay, so you have to visualize and then do it. So let's draw a square first. Hope this is looking like a square. Right. So let us take something like easy to calculate. Sides are 10 and 10. What is the area now? Side into side, which is 100. What happened? The side of a square is increased by 10%. So on 10, if I calculate 10%, it is going to be 1. So what will be my new square then? It is 11 and 11. Okay. So if I'm looking at this, it is 10% increase. 10% increase. On 10, 10% is 1. So 10 plus 1, 11. So what is your area now? Area is 121. Earlier it is 100. Now it is 121. Percentage basis. On 100, the increase is how much? 21%. This is your answer. Yeah, some of you are getting it right. Harshini, Simran, Aisha, Naureen. Yeah. What is the percentage increase? So you might be thinking, if I change values, will it change? No. Any value you take as side of a square, increase it by 10%, always it will be 21% only. So if I have to quickly draw, okay, just for, okay, let it be 100 and 100. What will be in my area? 10,000. And now 10% increase means what? 10% increase means it is going to be 110, 110. So what is area now? 121,000. 10,000 and now it is 12,100. So what is the increase? Increase is 2,100. So for 10,000, the increase became 2,100. Percentage for 100, how much? So 100 into 2,100 divided by 10,000. So if I cancel out zeros, two zeros here, two zeros here, two zeros here, two zeros here, I get 21 only, 21%. Irrespective of the side, whatever side you want to take, you can take and increase it by 10%. Okay, it will give you 21%. Okay, so let's go forward now. Try this one. If the side of a square is increased by 20%, then what is the percentage change in the area of the square? Now 100 is becoming 120. 100 into 100, 120 into 120. Or 10 into 10, then 20% increase means 12 into 12. Yeah, perfect. All of you are getting it. AB, Soumya, Varshini, Polishetty, Harshini. Okay, so you got it now. So first you will take easy to calculate. Why easy to calculate 10 and 10? I already get 100 here. Area is 100. So percentage increase, whatever above 100 will be my increase. So now it is going to be 12 and 12. Say this is 12, 12, 20% increase on 10 means 12 and 12, 144. So what is the increase? 44%. Okay, Venn diagram base. Try this one. Okay, some of you attempted this. Okay, let's draw Venn diagram. So two subjects are there. So let's draw two subjects first. So 44% of the students passed in English. Say this is English and he says 44%. 70% passed in Telugu. 21% of the students passed in both the sides. This is very, very important. So this is the area where intersection, okay? So you will mark 21% because it is both. So wherever it is getting intersected, that area is the intersection of both and that is 21%. Now you can fill up. English total is 44. So 21 is already there in English. So what will be the remaining 23? Telugu total is 70 and 21 is already there. So it is 49. So what is the status of these students? Okay, so they have passed in Telugu, passed. So that means the status is passed. So if I add up, so green circle is 70, 70 plus 23, 93% is what? Passed. So what is the question here? What is the percentage of students failed? What is the percentage of students failed? It is 7%. If 93% of them have passed, the percentage failed is 7%. So Venn diagrams will help you. If you should always start with the intersection in Venn diagram. So that makes your life easy. Marking the others will become easy for you. So wherever intersection is there, you have to start there. So little lengthy problem, but still you can answer it in less than 1 minute. Next question. It takes little time for you to read, but what is the fundamental principle or concept in Venn diagram? Start from the intersection areas. So quickly draw three circles first. Quickly draw three circles first. So where do you want to start? And you can number them like this. First, you can number them like, okay, first stage, second stage, third stage. Where do you want to start first? 4 times in all the 3 stages. This is where you will start. 4 times in all the 3 stages. Where do you want to put 4? Wherever that intersection of all the 3 happening. 4 times in all the 3 stages. Now come back. Okay, one by one you have to just come back. Okay, stage 1 and 3. 4 times in stage 1 and 3. So 1 and 3, 4 times. 1 and 3 intersection, 4 times. 4 is already there in that intersection. So you can just put 0. Okay, because 4 is already there between intersection 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3 intersection is also 4. So 1, 3 intersection is also, okay, 4. And next, 7 times in both 2 and 3. 7 times in 2 and 3. Okay, so if I have to write 7 times means 4 is already there. So I have written only. So this part we have written. 6 times in both 1 and 2. 6 times. 6 times in both 1 and 2. 1 and 2, 6 times. 4 is already there. So you will put how much? 2. 8 times in stage 3. 8 times in stage 3. Where is stage 3? 8 times. So you will put only 1 because stage 3 has 4, 3, 7. 8 times. So you will put only 1. And the next one. 12 times in stage 2. 2 is having 4 plus 3, 7 plus 2, 9. So you will put only 3. And 15 times. And 15 times in stage 1. So the remaining 15 times. So 15 times 4 plus 2, 6 is there. 15. So I'll put 9. So what is the question here? How many times the software failed in a single stage only? Single stage only. I'm just rounding off. This is 9 single stage. 3 is single stage. 1, 2, 3. So what is your answer? 9 plus 1 plus 3, 13. Question may be big. Venn diagrams, it is always easy to handle when you start marking from the intersection areas. Fill up the intersection areas. So anybody has any doubts, please ask. So whatever is the question, so just see where that intersection, where the intersection is there 4 times in all the stages, all the 3 stages. So mark wherever all the 3 stages are getting intersected. Then deal individually 1 and 3, then 2 and 3, then 1 and 2, and then finally individual. Even though the question is big, you can still answer it in 1.5 minutes time. Okay, so now you have some idea how to deal with Venn diagrams. So let's go on. Successive increase or decrease. Okay, so there is a formula. Manually also you can calculate A%, B%, 2 successive changes. Then the overall change is given by A plus B plus AB by 100. Either you can use the formula or logically also you can solve it. So look at this question, try to answer this. These are the questions which are very frequently given in the exam. You have to tell me, is it increase or decrease also?
Decrease of 1%, sir.
Yeah, Naurin, you are right. Okay. So for some students, let me make you understand, say 100 rupees is my salary. Why 100? Easy to calculate. The salary of a person was first increased by 10%. So I got an increment of how much? 10%. So what is my salary now? I am at 110. Are you there up to this point? And later the same means 110. Now I am at 110. What happened? My salary is reduced. My salary is now reduced by 10%. So on 110, if I calculate 10%, it is going to be 11. So from 110, if I subtract 11, where am I now? I am at 99. Originally, I started with 100, but after increment of 10%, I went to 110. On 110, again 10% is calculated and it reduced. So 11 rupees I have to reduce, and now my salary is at 99. What is the net change? 1%. Is it increase or decrease? It is decrease. If you are using the formula A plus B plus AB by 100. So wherever increase is there, you put a positive sign. Say plus 10, right? Then what happened? Minus 10. Increase plus 10%, decrease minus, and plus. Okay, AB is also there. That is plus 10 into minus 10 by 100. Wherever increase, plus. Wherever decrease, minus. So this you can cancel plus 10 minus 10. But here if I see plus 10 into minus 10 is minus 100 by 100, which is equal to minus 1%. Either you use the formula or think logical and answer it. So hope everybody is able to get this. Okay, so let's try the next question. Try this one. Yeah, most of you got it right. Answer is C choice only. Increase by 20%. So if I'm going for the formula 20, and again first year at the end, second year 10. A plus B plus AB by 100. AB by 100. So this is 30. And if I cancel out, this is going to be 2. So 32. So what is my understanding? If it is 100, it is 132 is the final. If I start at 100, after 2 increments, I reach 132. If his initial salary is 10,000, I am adding how many zeros? 2 zeros. So here 2 zeros. Okay, so try this one. Try this question. The salary, monthly salary of A and B together is 40,000. A spends 85% of his salary and B spends 95% of his salary. They say are same, then what is the salary of A? So two people are there, so two equations you should, okay, so fundamental concept. Number of variables, that many equations you should have. One variable, one equation. Two variables, two equations. Three variables, three equations. So when two people are there, you should have two equations. So how to frame two equations from the given data? So A plus B, first equation, both of them put together 40,000, equation number 1. Monthly salaries together amount to 2. And A spends 85% of his salary and 95, their savings are same. So if I have to get the savings, 15% of A, 15% of A, that is savings, balance is savings, na, spends 85, balance will be savings. 95%, so this is not plus, this is equal to, or same, 5% of B. Savings of B is 5% because he is spending 95% of his salary. Both of them are same. So now you are getting an equation 100, 100 I can cancel. 5 will go how many times? 3 times. So 3A is equal to B. So I want salary of A. Substitute this in the first equation. A plus, I am writing this again. What is B? B is 3A is 40,000. So 4A is equal to 40,000. So what is A's salary? A's salary is 10,000. So framing the equations, you can solve this. Yeah, perfect. So please remember fundamental thing, two variables are there means you have to have two equations. Then only you will be able to solve it. Okay, so let's try some miscellaneous questions. Try this one. In a factory, 20% of the cars are blue, 40% of the remaining are red, 66% of the remaining are white, and finally remaining cars are 1 or 2 green in color. What is the total number of cars in the factory? So 20% of the cars are blue. If you assume 100, 20% of the cars are blue, remaining is 80. Out of 80, 40% of the remaining are red. Out of 80, 40%. Again, you have to subtract and calculate remaining and one more remaining. So wherever you have remaining, the shortcut for this question. So I'm telling you shortcut. Normally, if you do, more number of steps are required. More number of steps are required. Okay, so let's have the shortcut here. So what is the shortcut here? Just frame an equation to solve. So I'm trying to equate a remaining cars with the remaining cars. LHS, RHS trying to balance. Okay, let X total number be X. Total number of cars in the factory X. So out of X, 20% of the cars are blue. So what will be the remaining? The remaining will be 80%. So you might be asking how I am getting 80, 100 minus 20. Because I am dealing with remaining cars. Again, multiply it by 40% of the remaining 100 minus 40, I am writing 60%. Whatever percentage is given, I am just subtracting 100 minus 66. How much I will get? 34. I am working on the remaining cars. Is equal to, what is the remaining in number? 1 not. So please try to get this step. Whatever is given, because I want remaining, 100 minus 20 will be remaining. 40%, 100 minus 40 will be remaining. 66, 100 minus 66 will be remaining. So 80%, 60%, 34. 34 will go how many times here? 3 times. 3 4s are 12. So 3 times. Again 3 will go how many times? 20 times. So here it is 1. So 20 will go 5 times here. And 20 will go 5 times. 4 times. 24s are 80 and 25s are. Again 4 will go how many times? 25 times. So what I am getting is X. Okay, 5 into 5, 25, 25 into 25. Okay, 625 into 1. So how many cars are there in the factory? 625 cars. So with one step, you can get the answer. Just write an equation and simplify it, you will get the answer. So what is the logic which you have to remember? Whatever percentage is given, 100 minus that percentage to get the remaining cars. Got it? So let's do one last question and then I will say share the PDF. This Friday, all of you please attend. I will share the link to get the access to the videos. Whatever videos or whatever classes we have done so far, all those videos are in a Google Drive. So I will share the link for that Google Drive. So please attend class on Friday. And I will also give access to one site, crtcoaching.com, wherein you can practice, download the PDFs and do the practice. More questions are there in that site. So today is what? Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday. Day after tomorrow, I will give. So tell all your friends also to attend class on Friday so that you can directly get that link. Yeah, Asif, yeah, Naurin, you are 100% right. 19.70. So let's start like this. 25 rupees. Rahul went to a shop and bought things worth rupees 25, for which he paid 30 paise as sales tax. Okay, so 0.30 is the sales tax. For goods, okay, so he paid how much? 24. Okay, you also check once you buy it, you come out and check the bill, some GST. If it is taxable, GST will be there. So you realize that you paid so much GST. Okay, so 25 rupees minus sales tax. Okay, actually for goods he paid only 24 rupees 70 paisa. Okay, so especially when you buy consumer durables, you see that you are spending so much on the GST. Even if you give service to your two-wheeler vehicle or four-wheeler vehicle, sometimes it pains to see so much of GST being charged, both state GST and central GST. Okay, so similarly, Rahul, okay, he came out and saw the bill. Actual goods cost is only 24.70. He paid 30 paise towards sales tax. So tax rate is 6%. So this is the clue. So that means if I buy 100 rupees goods, I should pay sales tax how much? 6%. Okay, so this is split into taxable goods and non-taxable or tax-free. So you want tax-free items. How much tax-free items? So 2470 is goods cost. Some of them taxable, some of them are tax-free. So how to calculate now? For every 100 rupees taxable goods you buy, this is taxable. You pay how much? 6%. Rahul paid only 30 paisa. So how much taxable goods he bought? 100 into 0.30 by 6. So this is same as 30 by 6, which is 5 rupees. So taxable goods is 5 rupees. Say out of 2470, if you bought taxable 5, what is tax free then? 2470 minus 5 rupees, 19 rupees 70 paisa is tax. Hope everybody is able to get this. Okay. So let me quickly share you the file now. Download as PDF. Yeah, please check at your end now. It is sent from my side. Please download it. Have you downloaded? So we'll stop the session once you download. So one of you please confirm that you are able to download.
Yes, sir. Completed download.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Navrin. I am ending the call now.
Thank you,
Sir,
sir.
sir. Hello,
Yeah, Harish Chapandi.
sir. Can you resend the file again?
You want me to resend it, huh? Same PDF?
Yeah, sir. I have some network issues in my place.
Okay, I'm sending it again.
Thank you.
So పంపించాను చూడండి హరీష్. Now check once again. I have sent it. వచ్చిందా మీ side? I have resent it again.
Yeah, it's completed, sir. Thank you, sir.
వచ్చిందమ్మా హరీష్?
వచ్చింది, sir.
Right, okay then. Call end చేస్తున్నాను. I'm ending the call now.